1, 2.
No headphones, so you can hear them. That's why we gotta have our headphones on.
Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Batting third, center fielder, number 18, Caleb Kromenacher. Batting fourth, at first base, number 5, Luke Wirtz. Batting fifth, at second base, number 22, Jason Kurth. Batting sixth, at shortstop, number 9, Will Lee. Batting seventh and catching, number 10, Jake Earl. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 44, Sean O'Connell. Batting ninth in right field, number 7, Garrett Bauer. Pitching for the Chaparrals today, number 21, Hunter Korger. Non-starters here today, number 13, Caden Schellinger, 6, Cole Hediger, number 3, Bobby Pills, and number 11, Brent Eistad. And now the starting lineup for the Holman Features. Leading it off, number 2, left fielder Mason Palmer. Batting second at shortstop, number 7, Cameron Weber. Batting third, 44, second baseman Jeff Undell. Batting fourth, first baseman number 21, Austin Beyer. Batting fifth and catching, number 35, Gabe Garcia. Batting sixth, number 11, center fielder, Kevin Coble. Batting seventh and pitching, number 17, Andrew Fisher. Batting eighth at third base, number 30, Alex Goras. And batting ninth, number 25, right fielder, Caleb Maytel. Non-starters here today, 5, Evan Gamoki, 8, Nevin Wall, 9, Deer Baumgartner, 14, Jack Kelly, 16, Dylan Westlet, 23, Jake Weiss, 27, Ben Byam, and 28, Adam Kwong. At this time, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. The umpires for this game, as assigned by the Wisconsin Baseball Association, will be on the
Good morning
plate.
and welcome to
Paul
Jack
Osmond,
Hackman Field
first base,
for Game 5
Jake
of
Smith,
the Wisconsin
third
Baseball
base,
Association
Rick Prince.
State Tournament. This morning we will feature the Marshfield Chaparrals, who dropped the game last night to River Falls, and the Holman Features, who come in their first matchup here today. For the Marshfield Chaparrals, it'll be Isaiah Byron, Nathan Kromenacher, Caleb Kromenacher, Luke Wirtz, Jason Kurth, Will Lee, Jake Earl, Sean O'Connell, and Garrett Huber for the Marshfield Chaparrals. Again, they lost last night about 7-3. Not about, it was 7-3 against the River Falls Fighting Fish. River Falls, the defending state champions. They'll be back in action later on this afternoon. Holman, again, in their first game of the state tournament this season, or this weekend, I should say, here against the Marshfield Chaparrals. Chaparrals 0-1 in pool play, and the Holman Features, of course, 0-0. Holman is the home team based on their seeding in pool play, and they will be out on the mound first, and that is Andrew Fisher for the Holman Features here this morning. 2 today, and will be the Eau Claire Cavaliers taking on Haugen. The Haugen Knights. Game 2 today. So Holman and Marshfield, Haugen and, excuse me, not Haugen, Spooner, excuse me. Spooner and Eau Claire Cavaliers. Haugen is up in Merrill. Osseo, I believe, got a win yesterday against the Eau Claire Bears. And Tilden, I believe, knocked off Viroqua. So the winners last night, Osseo and Tilden up in Merrill. So that is who will be playing in those games later on today. So the teams, River Falls, Holman, Marshfield, Eau Claire Cavaliers, Prescott, and Spooner, Viroqua, Tilden, and Hayward, Haugen, Osseo, and the Eau Claire Bears.
For the Chaparrals, in the top half of the first inning, leading it off, third baseman number 2, Isaiah Byro.
Down to DeSoto last night, a tough loss for the Assumption Royals football team. But we're back bright and early here. It's a beautiful day for baseball in central Wisconsin. Marshfield Chaparrals and the Holman features here today. And Isaiah Byro to lead things off, the third baseman for the Chaparrals. And the first pitch today at 10:33 this morning. In there to Byro, misses high.
First pitch temperature here at Jack Heckman Field, 73 under mostly cloudy skies.
He's either in center field or at first base. 2-0 quickly to Isaiah Byro here in the, 1-1 foul back. Pardon me. A ball and a strike to Byro. Nathan Kromnacher waiting on deck. Chaparrals got off to a quick start yesterday against River Falls. And then the Fighting Fish in their prowl able to come back and get a win last night. River Falls probably around, from what I remember, about 35-6 or something. Pretty good record. Popped up and out of play straight back behind us, and it's 2-2. It had some rain showers around the area last night.
Please return fall balls.
If it's choppy, just go to the other camera.
Concession stand or to the Chaps dugout.
2 balls and 2 strikes. That's going to be lifted into center field. Rush, range and
ball
back is
here.
Kevin Cable.
Right, because we can't, if we're here, we can't see where the ball is, right?
Catch for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down for Nathan
Left fielder, number 19, Nathan Kromnacher.
Mason Palmer, Kevin Cable, and Caleb Madel from left to right in the outfield for Holman here today. Alex Cavrillos, Amber Weber, Jess Ondell, and Austin Byer from third to first. Gabe Garcia catching Andrew Fisher here today.
Tips on the wire.
Nathan Kromnacher, left-handed batter's box, good speed for
Okay,
Chaparrals in a home run in their
on the top of the
regional
copper, there were little
district
tips that slid on
championship.
there. I asked you to put those on here, you said yes. Now you're telling me no.
District championship
Okay, so my suspicion is that
last
this
Sunday.
needs to be brought down just a little bit. Like it's not making a full
This
connection
is 2-0
somewhere.
to Nathan Kromnacher. Caleb waiting on deck. Luke Wertz up after him. Balls and no strikes. Nathan Kromnacher, the left fielder today for the Chaparrals. And Fisher gets the call strike, and it's 2-1.
See, when that freezes, Ethan, you got to switch that camera. You got to keep your eyes up here the whole time.
2 balls and a strike and 1 away.
When that freezes, just switch it off there right away. Okay, keep an eye on
2-1
that.
fires back. Just misses below the knees, and it's 3-1. 320 down the lines here at Jack Heckman Field. 367 to the gaps and 385 to dead center.
I think we're good.
Configuration
That's just such a
always here in.
Shooting that far in on the Zoom because out there in the movie.
That was going to be a line into left center field. Nathan Kromnacher going opposite field. That one's going to get all the way to the wall. See how fast Nathan can run. They're going to send him to third, and then he's going to hold up right there. A 1-out double for Nathan Kromnacher. Nice piece of hitting there, going opposite field. A 1-out base runner.
Center fielder, number 18, Caleb Kromnacher.
Nathan had quite the outing against the Haugen Hornets in their championship last week, their district championship. Had a home run in the 8th inning. Had a 2 RBI double in the 8th inning as well. And a good outing. Good outing for Nathan Kromnacher in that district win to be able to make their way to state. Runner at second and 1 out. Caleb Kromnacher now for the Chaparrals. Squares to bunt, gets it down third base line, and it's going to triple foul. And Cavrillos playing back at third with the runner at second. And it's 0-1 to Caleb Kromnacher. Had the right idea. Okay. Okay. Caleb Kromnacher, Luke Wirtz on deck, and then Jason Kurth here for the Chaparrals. Runner at second and 1 out. Kicks and fires. Swung on and missed. Kromnacher behind 0-2. Luke Wirtz on deck. Caleb Kromnacher behind 0-2. Long look for Andrew Fisher and comes set. Kicks and fires to Gabe Garcia, the catcher. That one's going to be fouled straight back and in and out of the mitts. Gabe Garcia, make sure Gabe is all right. Andrew Fisher, St. Mary's University in Minnesota. Gabe Garcia, Winona State. So a lot of those guys, a lot of them, the La Crosse area. That was going to be fouled straight back, the top of the net, and it remains no balls and 2 strikes. So a lot of these guys out of that area, Winona State. There was one UW Whitewater and Andrew Quam, La Crosse, St. Mary's, McHenry County College. So a lot of them in that southwest part of the state. And nice battle here by Caleb Kromnacher, now at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still 1 away here in the top of the first inning, day 2 of the 2021 WBA state tournament. 4 games on the docket for you today. Cale Jacoby will come by and call the last 2 for you. That one's going to be grounded weakly over to second. Ondell over to first and got Kromnacher by a step for out number 2.
First baseman, number 5, Luke Wirtz.
2 away now for Luke Wirtz, the first baseman. Player manager for the Chaparrals. Runner at third and 2 outs. Cale Jacoby will have the Fighting Fish later on today against this Holman team, as well as Spooner and Prescott. In their first strike to Luke Wirtz. Spooner hosted last year. They did not make their way. They did not qualify for the state tournament last year. They hosted Spooner and Hayward. Hayward back in the state tournament here this year. Hayward Hawks. Breaking ball nicely in there for a strike, and it's 0-2 to Luke Wirtz. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nathan Kromnacher stands at third. He had a 1-out double. Reached third on a ground out by his brother Caleb. The 0-2 has to be lifted into center field. Over on it is Kevin Cable, and that will end the top of the first inning. No runs on a hit and 1 left. We have played a half an inning here in Marshfield. It is the Chaparrals 0. Holman coming up. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Welcome back to Marshfield as the Holman Features will take to the plate now up against Hunter Korger for the Chaparrals. It'll be Mason Palmer, Cameron Weber, Jess Ondell, Austin Byer, Gabe Garcia, Kevin Cable, Andrew Fisher, Alex Gavrillos, and Caleb Madel for the Holman Features. Can appreciate everyone tuning in here this morning, I guess, in Marshfield. First offering to Mason Palmer, the left fielder for Holman, and Korger misses high and away in the bottom of the first inning. Nathan Kromenacher, Caleb Kromenacher, Garrett Huber from left to right, Isaiah Byro, Will Lee, Jason Kurth, Luke Wards from third to first. And there's a strike from Korger, and it evens it up at a ball and a strike. Earl catching for Korger here this morning. Goodness gracious. Breaker misses outside, and it's 2-1. And had a whole slate of games for you last night, including 2 WBA state tournament games. Joe Anderson, Chris Anderson doing a nice job last night here in Marshfield. Plays down a friendly hop over to first, low throw, but they get Weber by a half a step. And it's a 4-3 put out, and there's one away for Cameron Weber.
Number 7, Cameron Weber.
And he had a good battle for Marshfield for much of that game last night. River Falls, again, just a team to be reckoned with again this year. Just misses low and out, and it's 1-0 to Weber. Shortstop for Holman. Where's number 7? Cameron Weber, one of those St. Mary's University Cardinals. 1-1 now. A friend of mine that went to St. Mary's for college, baseball, played baseball. Got 4 Cardinals on the team this year. Does Holman, and it's 2-1. Couple of familiar names if you're a fan of local Legion baseball. Jack Kelly, not here today. He football player for lacrosse. Talked to Coach Gilbertson beforehand, and he said if they make it to tomorrow, Jack will be here.
We know everything 5 minutes ahead of everybody else. We got it.
2-2 coming back. That one bounces in front, and count runs full. So Jack Kelly, Austin Byer, Derek Bumgardner, and the likes of those individuals from the local Legion. That one's going to be driven to center field. Caleb Kromenacher takes 2 steps right and 2 steps in and makes the catch for out number 2.
Number 44, Jess Ondell.
And now Jess Ondell for the Holman Features. Once we get our first base figured out, if we do. We had Jess stand into the right-handed batter's box when we had it framed up. So before the game, Coach Gilbertson and company give him a round of applause going up before pregame and get them all ready for it. The 1-0 coming back in there, and it evens it up at 1-1. Short, stocky right-hander. One of those Winona State
ball players as well. That was going to be driven into left field, and a 2-out base runner for Holman. Austin Byer now up for the features. Byer, a Black Sox that played this year, part of that Plover Legion Ball Club. Talked to Austin a couple times. First one misses low to Austin Byer. Big shout out to the De Pere Panthers as well out of the Legion. That was going to be grounded over to Kurth. Plays it, flips over to second, and that will end the first inning. No runs on a 2-out base hit, and one left on. We have played a full inning here in Marshfield. It is the Chaparrals nothing and the Features nothing. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Top of the second inning. There we go. Better. Top of the second inning we go here in Marshfield to thank our friends over at Fleet Farm. It's the Fleet Rewards gift card giveaway. How about this? 30 winners will receive a $1,000 Fleet Farm gift card. All you need to do is be a Fleet Rewards member and go to fleetfarm.com/sweepstakes to enter. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for Holman here in the second inning. It'll be Gabe Garcia, Kevin Cable, and Andrew Fisher for Holman, taking their time here between innings as they get ready to throw down. One hit apiece through the first inning. Pardon me. Chaparral's batting. Weird to have Chaparrals as the visitors. Jason Kurth will lead. Jake Earl for Marshfield. First offering from Andrew Fisher. Misses inside for a ball. Underway here in the second inning. Jason Kurth, the second baseman, a couple of putouts in that first inning. Low and in to Kurth, and it's 2-0. And we got 4 games today, 3 championship games tomorrow. The pool play. The winners of, it's going to be high chop foul near the first base dugout, and it's 2-1. So 10, 1, and 4 tomorrow are the game times. Winners of pool 2 and 3, which are the Cavaliers, Prescott, or Eau Claire Cavaliers, Prescott, and Spooner will take on the winner of pool 3, Viroqua, Tilden, and Hayward. And then the winners of Pool 1, which is this one, River Falls, Holman, and Marshfield, will take on the winner of Pool 4, which is Haugen, Osseo, and the Eau Claire Bears. And then the winners of those 2 games will meet up in the championship at 4 o'clock. 2-2 to Kurth, and that one's fouled back again, staying alive. Remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, and nobody out. That was going to be knuckled foul again. Saw this with the at-bat for Caleb Kromenacher, just able to fight off pitches, stay alive, and get the job done, run up this pitch count for Andrew Fisher. Yeah, not a pitch count limit for these teams, but Jason Kurth runs it full now. So the favorite coming in, I would say, probably between the Eau Claire Bears and the River Falls Fighting Fish. The Bears won their district championship 23-0. Three balls and 2 strikes. And got him looking backwards, K, and there's one away. Will Lee looks at a ball outside. First strikeout for Andrew Fisher. Jake Earl awaits on deck. And it's 1-0 count. Going to be lifted foul and out of play. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Jake Earl, then Sean O'Connell and Garrett Huber for the Chaparrals. We play here in the top of the 2nd inning. First pitch today at 10:33 this morning. And Fisher kicks and fires home. In there right at the bottom of the zone for a strike, and it's 1-2. Again, rain showers this morning for a little bit. Calm down, and it's supposed to be a nice next couple days. And Garcia goes down a foul at the plate, and Garcia still down at the still down behind home plate, and took one right off off the end of the bat, and second one gets up, turns around, smiles, shakes it off. He's ready to go. A ball and 2 strikes for Will Lee. When we come back, Andrew Fisher smiling, Gabe Garcia chuckling as well, and Will Lee walking back up to the plate with a grin on his face as well. That's the second time that Gabe's gotten hit today already, and we're in the top of the 2nd inning. So other battering ram Derek Baumgartner out for today at least. That one misses high. Told by Coach Gilbertson that he was in the quarantine, and Will Lee goes down on strikes, and there's 2 away.
Catcher number 10, Jake Earl.
And now Jake Earl, the catcher for Marshfield. 2 up and 2 down here in the 2nd inning. Earl, the catcher. Sean O'Connell on deck. And the first offering to Jacob Earl. That's going to be fouled into the fencing, and it's 0-1 to Earl. Again, we had a state tournament last year, of course, up in Spooner and Hayward. That was a fun weekend as well. Long weekend, a lot of games. But crowned a champion at the end. That one's popped up and out of play again, and it's 0-2. Andrew Fisher has come back and pitched well here in the 2nd inning. Couple of strikeouts. And Fisher trying to get a nice clean second inning. The kick in the pitch on the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and Andrew Fisher strikes out the side here in the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We have played an inning and a half. It is Marshfield nothing, Holman nothing. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Bottom of the second inning we go for Holman. It'll be Garcia, Cable, and Fisher. Now it will be here in the second inning for the Holman Features. As we go to the bottom of the second inning. Again, Jake Earl had to wait a minute to get his gear on. He was the last batter in the throwdown, and we were about to get underway again here in the second inning. That's what you like. Jake Earl came out, got one pitch, and threw it down to second base. Get the inning moving a little bit here in Marshfield. Gabe Garcia, the catcher, up to bat now for the Holman Features. As we play here in the bottom of the second inning. Gabe Garcia, also a member of the Winona State Ball Club.
We're working on it. I wish I knew. I would have it fixed by now. It's the wireless signal for whatever reason. Something in the atmosphere is just causing it to glitch.
First pitch to Garcia off of the glove of Earl, and it's a ball and no strikes. Garcia, right-handed batter. Taking a beating so far behind the plate as the catcher, and he's behind the count, or evens it up, at a ball and a strike. Kevin Cable, the center fielder, on deck for Holman. Hunter Corker kicks and fires home. It's going to be off the end of the bat and a foul right near Kevin Cable on the on-deck circle, and it's 1-2. And Chaparral's able to work through a up and down season this year and punch their ticket for the second straight season to the state tournament. Garcia swings through strike three, and Jake Earl secures the out at first for out number one. And now Kevin Cable for Holman. Cable, the center fielder, and Andrew Fisher, the pitcher, on deck. And the first offering. Squares the bunt, gets it down, but way foul past Coach Gilbertson in the... Not Coach Gilbertson, but one of the coaches for Holman in that third base coach's box. 0-1 to Cable. Isaiah Byrell over there at third base for the Chaparrals. So he was trying to catch Byrell sleeping, and that one is to the backstop, and it's a ball and a strike. Give a shout out to One of our big fans has been tuning in lately, Jim Stiegel from Denver, North Carolina. And now it's going to be chopped over to short. Tough play for Lee on the speedy cable and gets him by a step, and there's 2 away. Andrew Fisher. Andrew Fisher, the pitcher. So, yeah, appreciate Jim tuning in. He watched a couple of football games last night with us as well. Can appreciate Jim tuning in here once again for another nice weekend of baseball. We'll have 7 games in the next 2 days for you. First one to Fisher, misses outside, and it's 1-0. 4 today. We had 2 last night. We got 4 today and 3 tomorrow. The 1-0. High and out, and it's 2-0. Alex Gavrillos on deck. Korger kicks and fires home. Breaker in there, and it's a beauty, and it's 2-1. Again, Chaparral's trying to get back on the winning side of things here today. And then they just hope for some help from Holman tonight. And the 3-1. Swung on and missed. 3-2. Go through the tiebreaker situations if it needs to be. Tiebreakers goes to runs allowed, run differential, and total runs scored if it gets to those 3 scenarios. And the 3-2. Breaking ball just misses outside, and a 2-out walk. Another 2-out base runner for Holman. Gavrillos now for the features.
Third baseman, number 30, Alex Gavrillo.
Alex Gavrillos, the third baseman. Right-handed batter's box. Hair popping out of the back of his helmet. First one misses high for a ball, and it's 1-0. Caleb Maytel on deck. The 1-0 coming back from Hunter Korger. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. So Fisher, who leads from first, struck out the Chaparrals in the 1-2-3 in the second. Gavrillos ahead in the count, 2-1. Brewers took a tough loss last night against the Washington Nationals. Not quite a game that they were obviously hoping to lose. That was going to be popped up on the infield. Over on it is Kurth behind second base and makes the catch to end the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left via the 2-out walk. And 1 left on. We have played 2 complete here in Marshfield. It is Marshfield nothing and Holman nothing. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium, company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Top of the third inning we go here in Marshfield. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Chaparrals. They'll have O'Connell, Huber, and Byrell for Marshfield here in the third inning. And we'd like to thank our friends all around, especially here in Marshfield at H&S Manufacturing. They are hiring. If you're a hardworking individual, then we need you. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package? Then check out our open positions at H&S. Our benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, plus 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. We're looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shift. To apply online, Google us at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com. Sean O'Connell to lead things off, the designated hitter today for the Chaparrals, and the first one here in the third misses outside. O'Connell, Huber, and Byrell for the Chaps. Trying to get some base runners here in the third inning. Outside, and it's 2-0 to Sean O'Connell. Fisher really settled down in that second inning, striking out Kurth, Lee, and Earl. The 2-0 back to O'Connell. Right down the middle for strike, and it's 2-1. The designated hitter, O'Connell, hitting for Hunter Corger today. And it's 2-1. Misses low and in. 3-1 count now. Three and one coming back. Kicks and fires, says Fisher. It's going to be hit foul into the behind the third base dugout, and it's 3-2. Getting Cale Jacoby back with you today. He had the call of Pacelli and Waiwega Fremont. Pacelli Cardinals getting a nice win over Waiwega last night. That was going to be lined into center field, and a nice piece of hitting there by Sean O'Connell. Nice at bat, and a leadoff single for the Chaparrals. And now Garrett Huber, the right fielder for Marshfield. Isaiah Byrell on deck. Nathan Kromenacher up after him. Does another nice long at bat and a win there for Sean O'Connell. Alex Cavrillos in on the grass at third base for Holman. See what Huber can do. He's had a tough up and down, or tough season this year, up and down at the plate. 1-0 now to Huber. Had some nice at-bats, has had some nice hits as well. On opposite field. See what he can do here with the runner at first and nobody out. That one's going to be chopped into, or lined into left field. And the Chaparrals with two base runners on here in the third inning. Nice job by Huber. And now Isaiah Byrell with two on and nobody out for Marshfield. Gavrilos in on the grass at third, he was, and popped her right over his head. Now runners at first and second, and nobody out for the top of the order for Marshfield. Byrell flew out to Kevin Cable in center field his first time up. O'Connell from second, Huber from first, and nobody out. Right down the gut for a strike, and it's 0-1. Again, Chaparral's trying to break through here in the third. Fisher comes set. Looking to his base runners and the 0-1. Byrell tried to call time, didn't get granted in time, and he's behind the count 0-2. Fisher works quickly. For the most part, the 0-2. Going to be lined foul and out of play, right field side, and it remains no balls and two strikes. Haugen Knights playing later on. Haugen Knights and Haugen Hornets both played games last week in Haugen. That's going to be just out of the reach of Austin Byer. That was a heck of an effort there by Byer in foul territory. Tried the over-the-shoulder catch and unsuccessful. Just out of the reach of Austin Byer. The Osseo Merchants as well, a team to keep an eye out for. The Eau Claire Bears, of course. Tilden knocked off Iroquois last night up in Merrill. The 0-2 coming back. Just missed. A shake of the head by Fisher. And frustration, and it runs 1-2. The 1-2 coming back, misses low and in the dirt, and it evens it up at 2-2. Nathan Kromenacher on deck. He had a one-out double in the first. Big pitch coming here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coming back. Byrell late on it and able just to fight it off. Remains 2-2 to Isaiah Byrell. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Fisher comes set. Good lead over at first by Huber with nobody holding him on. O'Connell not the slightest of foot, so no big reason there as well. Middle infielders Weber and Ondell. 2-2, misses high. Another good battle here in a long at-bat, long pitch counts. High pitch count at-bats. 3-2 coming back. Long kick and fires home for Fisher. That was going to be popped up and out of play again. Nathan Kromenacher on deck for Marshfield, trying to break through here in the third inning. It's been long innings here so far. Fisher struck out the side in the second inning. The 3-2 coming back. Missed high and walked him. Great at-bats again, won by Isaiah Byrell. And now Nathan Kromenacher with the bases loaded and nobody out. Kromenacher getting hot at the right time at the plate. Nathan again a home run and a handful of RBIs in that win over Haugen last week. Had a one-out double to left center field the last time. Good speed at first and second. That's going to be chopped into right field. The Chaparrals will get on the board. They will send Huber rounds third. The throw for Metal in right. It is not cut off, and a 2 RBI single for Nathan Kromenacher. And the Chaparrals are on the board here in the third inning. Good send at third as Huber made it in without a slide. Byrell goes from first to third. And now Caleb Kromenacher grounded out to second his first time up. Still nobody out here in the top of the third inning. Great speed on the base paths for the Chaparrals. We'll see if Nathan is off here. Fisher comes set with runners at the corners and nobody out for Caleb Kromenacher. Throw over to first as keeping an eye out on Nathan over there at first. 2 on and nobody out. Couple of singles, a walk, and then a 2 RBI single. This is high and away for a ball, 1-0. Luke Wirtz awaits on deck for the Chaps. Again, keeping an eye out on Nathan there at first base is Gabe Garcia. Over to first. Andrew Fisher comes set. Fires home. Now it's going to be popped up, high pop-up, tough play. Garcia will not find it. It is going to fall foul. Hit about a mile in the air. Cavrillos tried to make a play. Cavrillos tried to make a play. Garcia couldn't see it. Andrew Fisher couldn't find it either. 1-1 now to Caleb Kromenacher. Just missed that that mark. A ball and a strike now. Long look for Fisher. And the fire home in there for a strike. On the outside corner. And it's 1-2. A lot of oohs and ahs on the call. Close one on that bottom outside corner. See if Nathan is off. He is not. Caleb's going to pop this one right field side. Long run and foul. And remains a ball and 2 strikes. And I appreciate everyone tuning in this morning. 1 of 4 games for you today. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still nobody out here in the 3rd inning for Marshfield. Fires home. Just misses low and in. No argument there from Garcia, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. 2 runs across, 2 runners on. The 2-2 coming back to Caleb Kromenacher. Going to be line foul. Look out back here. Line drive foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still nobody out. Long inning here offensively for the Chaparrals. Caleb Kromenacher trying to come through big here for Marshfield. Nathan leads from first. Isaiah Byro from third. Nathan stays put, and a backwards K on Caleb Kromenacher. And there's 1 away. 4th strikeout of the day for Andrew Fisher. Tried to check his swing, tried to find it, and frustrated Caleb Kromenacher. Now Luke Wirtz flew out to center field his first time up. Runners at the corners and 1 out now. Luke has had a couple of big hits for Marshfield this year. In there for a strike, in and out of the glove of Garcia, but a strike in there anyway. Jason Kurth awaits on deck. Nathan has not sniffed second base. He has not attempted to it. High and in, and evens it up at 1-1. So Palmer, Cable, Metal for Holman in the outfield. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. So long innings on the mound for Andrew Fisher here through 2 1/3. And still only 1 out here with runners at the corners. 2 runs across. The 2-1 to Luke Wirtz. That's going to be popped up. Tough play, and it's going to drop into right center field. Isaiah Byro will come in and score. Texas Leaguer RBI for Luke Wirtz, and it's 3-0 at Chaparrals. Able to drive in the run was Luke Wirtz. And now Jason Kurth struck out looking his first time up after a long battle at the plate against Fisher. Runners at first and second. Still only 1 out here in the 3rd inning. 3 runs across for the Chaparrals. Fisher comes set to Kurth. That one's going to be lined foul. Look out down there as well again, and it's 0-1. Second plate appearance in as many innings for Jason Kurth. Hot, warm day here in Marshfield. Kurth looks at a strike and it's 0-2. Supposed to have a couple more hot days next week, but then after that, hopefully start cooling down a little bit. Hot and muggy yesterday and Thursday. The 0-2 coming back. Swung on and missed, and Kurth goes down for the second time. Fifth strikeout of the day for Andrew Fisher, and now Will Lee with 2 on and 2 out. Fisher comes set. Low for a ball, and it's 1-0. So Marshfield started off with a couple of singles by O'Connell and Huber. Isaiah Byro walked. Kromenacher a 2 RBI single. Caleb Kromenacher struck out. Luke Wirtz with a bloop RBI single. And then Kurth just struck out moments ago. The 1-0, throw down to first is not attempted, and it's 1-1. It's the part of the lineup. Kurth, Lee, and Earl struck out the side in the second inning, did Fisher. Andrew Fisher coming set. The 1-1 coming back. Swung on and missed. Slider, breaking ball, something that had him off balance. And it's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes, so 2 outs. Fisher trying to get out of it with just 3 across. In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Deuce is wild here in the third inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on, 3 across here in the third. 4 hits in the inning for Marshfield. The 2-2 back to Lee. Just missed inside, and it's 3-2. Runners will have a head start. Kromenacher from second, Wirtz from first. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. 3-2 coming back. No, as they had Nathan leaning at second base, but nobody was there. Between Ondell and Weber. Lee will have the runners with a head start. The 3-2, there they go. And got him looking on a breaker and buckled his knees to end the third inning. A long, productive inning, though, for the Chaparrals. They scored 3 on 4 hits. They leave 2. We have played 2.5. It is Marshfield 3 and Holman nothing. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Hey, it's Dean Blandino, and I'm here to tell you that Zaleski Sports is Wisconsin's hometown high school sports network. Get Wisconsin sports updates every day with Zaleski Sports. That's where I get my Wisconsin sports updates. And listen, while we're here, all right, I'll admit it. Dez caught it, but the Packers won. The end.
Bottom of the third inning we go for Holman. It'll be 9-1-2 for the features. Maddle, Palmer, and Weber for Holman here in the third inning. Hawkins Ash CPAs is a certified public accounting firm that is big enough to serve you but small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's Marshfield office provide local tax and accounting services and are backed with the resources and support of 9 other offices and more than 150 team members. Contact Hawkins Ash CPAs in Marshfield for all your tax and accounting needs. Visit them online at hawkinsash.cpa to learn more. Caleb Madel for Holman off the glove of Earl, and it's 1-0 here in the 3rd inning. Mason Palmer awaits on deck for the features. Hunter Corger now with a 3-run lead. The 1-0. He lifted foul and out of play. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. So games here at Jack Hackman Field, games up in Merrill at Athletic Park. Old Time Stadium up there in Merrill. Breaker misses low, and it's 2-1. Then game 1 of 4 for you. 2-1 coming back. Bounces in there, and it's 3-1. Not exactly what you want if you're Hunter Corger with after getting 3 runs, the 3-1. Gets a strike, and it's 3-2. Don't want to walk the leadoff batter after your team gives you 3 runs in the top half of an inning. Full count pitch coming back, and walked him. That's exactly what he did here in the 3rd. Walk number 2 issued by Hunter Corger, and now there's a runner at first for Mason Palmer, the leadoff hitter. Grounded out to second base his first time up. Runner at first and nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We'll have another full week for you here on Zaleski Sports. Starting with volleyball starting up with their competitions. Have swimming for you on Tuesday. There's a strike to Palmer. That's 1-1. And then, of course, a full Friday night of football for you once again on Zaleski Sports. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pick off over to first. Back in time easily is Madel. And it's remains 1 ball and 2 strike. Or, excuse me, 1 ball and 1 strike. Long 3rd inning. 1-1. There goes the runner. Bunted right in front of home plate. Nicely done by Palmer. Throw to first. Just got him in time. Nice play by Jake Earl behind the plate to retire Mason Palmer. Sacrifice on the 2-3 putout. There's 1 away, and there's a runner at second for Cam Weber and the features. Runner at second and 1 out. That's the first base runner that Holman has had to reach second base so far here today. See what Cameron Weber can do. He flew out to center field his first time up. Jess Ondell on deck. First offering. Going to be driven deep to left field. Back on his Nathan Kromenacher. It gets over his head all the way to the wall. Coming in to score will be Madel, and an RBI double for Cameron Weber. A tough read off the bat for Nathan Kromenacher out there in left, but the Holman features are on the board here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And now Jess Ondell with Austin Byer waiting on deck. Ondell singled with 2 outs in the 1st inning to left field. Weber from second with 1 out. Ondell keeps that bat very, very still. His whole body is very still in that right-handed batter's box, and it's 0-1 to Jess Ondell, the second baseman. Kicks and fires. There's a swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by Corger. Had him out in front and waved at it, and it's 0-2. Austin Byer waits on deck for Holman. Corger comes out with the runner at second and 1 out. The 0-2. Going to be hit right back up the middle, And backhanded there by Kurth to first, not in time. An infield single for Jess Ondell. Looked like it may have either hit off the glove of Korger or may have gotten his right hip, but now there's 2 on and 1 out for Austin Byer, the first baseman. Grounded out to second to end the first inning. Korger comes set with 2 on and 1 out. Ondell from first. Doesn't take off. Misses low in the dirt. And a nice stop by Jake Earl. We're here in the bottom of the third inning. Korger fires home. There's going to be a high chopper to third. Byrel to second for 1. High throw. Got his foot down. And will reach on a fielder's choice. Nice job by Jason Kurth over at second to get that foot down on a high throw. And there's 2 away now for Gabe Garcia, who struck out in the first, or in the second, excuse me.
Catcher number 35, Gabe Garcia.
Garcia, the catcher. With runners at the corners and 2 outs for Holman. First on to Garcia is in there for a strike. Ball game just crossing the 1 hour mark. We are here in the bottom of the third inning. 3-1 Marshfield, 3 runs across in the top of this third inning. Throw over to first. And Byer is back easily over at first. Korger fires. Low. 2-1 now to Gabe Garcia. Mentioned the Brewers lost last night. They are back in action this afternoon at 3 o'clock. And just misses low again. 3-1 now to Gabe Garcia. Crew back in action against the Nationals today. Packers are back in action this afternoon as well at 3 o'clock. Popped up on the infield. They'll play the Jets at 3:25, but Kurth will end the third inning. 1 run across on 2 hits, 2 left on, no errors. We have played 3 complete. It is Marshfield 3, Holman 1. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Keep moving ahead with the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Center through July 2nd. Up to $150 in rebates on Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card subject to credit approval. The summer tire event at Sherrill Tire. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Top of the fourth inning we go here in Marshfield. It'll be Earl, O'Connell, and Huber for the Chaparrals. Going up against Andrew Fisher. Getting his warm-up pitches in here in the top of the fourth. Beautiful day for baseball here in central Wisconsin. Again, this game here, and then we'll have a game at about 1:30, 4:30, and 7:30, all depending on how we move along here in the ball games this afternoon. Jake Earl will lead things off. He struck out swinging to end the second inning as they finish up our infield and warm-ups here in the fourth. And if you have an opportunity, come down and watch some baseball here at Jack Hackman Field. Beautiful day. It's supposed to be a beautiful day tomorrow as well for Championship Sunday here in Marshfield. Go through your schedule for Zaleski Sports for next week tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned for games tomorrow. We'll go through our schedule coming up here today. First offering from Earl, a high fly to center, and one pitch and one out here in the fourth. One up and one down for Sean O'Connell, who had a nice battle in his first plate appearance in the third. Ended up getting a single and scoring on the two RBI from Nathan Kromenacher. And O'Connell DHing today for Hunter Korger. First offering from Fisher to O'Connell. That was going to be lined into left field. Coming in on it and making the catch is Mason Palmer. And two pitches and two outs here in the fourth.
Right fielder, number 7, Garrett Huber.
And now Garrett Huber, the right fielder for Marshfield. He singled on the second pitch that he saw to left field in his first plate appearance in the third inning. And also scored on that hit from Nathan Kromenacher. 3-1 Chaparrals. We play in the top of the fourth. Andrew Fisher fires home. That one's going to be popped up. And as good as it gets there, as Cavrillos makes the catch, and on 3 pitches, the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And a very efficient inning for Andrew Fisher. We have played 3.5. It is 3-1 Chaparrals. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
I had an employee once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Kevin Cable, Andrew Fisher, and Alex Cavrillos for the Holman features here in the bottom of the fourth. That was going to be a line fouling out of play. Evens it up at 1-1. Cable, Fisher, and Cavrillos for the features here in the bottom of the fourth. 3-1 Chaparrals. And Korger fires home. Breaking ball of beauty in there for a strike. 1-2 now to Kevin Cable, the center fielder for Holman features. That's going to be grounded over to Kurth at second. Gobbles it up. Over to first and not in time. E4 here, the first error of the ball game on either side. And a runner at first now, and nobody out for Andrew Fisher. Fisher walked in his previous at-bat in the second inning. Fires home, does Korger, and misses outside for a ball. Cavrillos awaits on deck, and then Caleb Madel for Holman. 1 ball and no strikes. And back easily is Kevin Cable for Holman. And get you some score updates. Throw down to second, high throw, and a stolen base for Kevin Cable. Count runs even at a ball and a strike. Again, get you some score updates from around the WBA last night. Osseo beat the Eau Claire Bears 10-8. Osseo Merchants always a pretty good team. Inside at 2-1. Eau Claire Bears losing 10-8 last night. Prescott, of course, over the Eau Claire Cavaliers 13-1. Tilden won the second game of the day 8-4 over Viroqua. That one's popped up and out of play. Evens it up at 2-2. So matchups today, which are happening right now. Haugen is playing the Eau Claire Bears. Hayward will then play Viroqua at 1:30. Then Haugen will play Osseo, and Hayward will play Tilden. And a swing and a miss there for Fisher. There's one away.
Third baseman, number 30, Alex Garillo.
Alex Cavrillos now for Holman with the runner at second and 1 out. Strikeout number 2 for Hunter Korger. Kevin Cable with good speed stands at second base with 1 out. Korger fires back to Alex, and he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Again, a Holman team with a lot of young guns here for Coach Gilbertson. The 0-1 coming back to Korger, or from Korger, and that one misses in the dirt and runs a ball and a strike. One ball, one strike, one away here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Keeping an eye out on Kevin Cable as Will Lee and Hunter Korger didn't make a throw. And it misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Cavrillos for Holman. Again, winners last year, River Falls Fighting Fish. 2019, the Eau Claire Cavaliers. Osseo Merchants, Sparta, CCV, who Marshfield beat last week. That's going to be hit sharply to third, just foul past third base, and evens it up at 2-2. Brill Millers in 2013, the Prescott Pirates in 2014. Two balls and two strikes with one away. Caleb Madel on deck. Misses in the dirt, but gets away from Earl on the wild pitch, and it runs full now. The number 9 hitter on deck. Again, we will next have Spooner and the Eau Claire Bears. Excuse me, no, not Eau Claire Bears. The Eau Claire Cavaliers. That's going to be driven deep into right center field. That one is going to get down, split the gap. Coming in to score will be Kevin Cable, and an RBI double for Holman. Long ways. It stayed up there a long time. Caleb Kromenacher almost chased it down. And Holman is on the board again here in the fourth inning, and it's 3-2. An unearned run here in the fourth for the Chaparrals. Caleb Madel now with a runner at second and one out. Korger comes set. Looks in on the first offering. Missed outside for a ball and just 1-0. Madel walked and scored in the third. Holman trying to fight their way back here and play in the bottom of the fourth inning. Mason Palmer, the leadoff hitter, waits on deck. It's on a 1-3 putout. There's two away. Gavrilos makes it to third, and now back to the top of the order, and Mason Palmer.
Left fielder, number 2, Mason Palmer.
Palmer grounded out, or had a ground out in the first, sacrifice bunt in the third. Cameron Weber waits on deck. Weber with the big hit in the third inning for Holman. First offering. Low and in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Kromenacher, and Huber from left to right. Byrell, Lee, Kurth, and Wirtz from third to first. Jake Earl doing the catching here for Hunter Korger for Marshfield. 2-0. In there for a strike to Palmer, and it's 2-1. Third at bat already for Mason here in the fourth inning. Third at bat of the game in the fourth. The 2-1. Missed high for a ball. 3-1. It's one of the demises, I guess, that the Chaps had last year. Played very, very well. And then their pitching staff was depleted right before the state tournament last year, with guys going to Northwoods League play. Count runs full at 3-2 with 2 outs and a runner at third for Holman. On this beautiful afternoon here in central Wisconsin. 3-2 fouled off at the plate, back to the screen. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in here this afternoon or this morning. More baseball for you this afternoon. Cale Jacoby will have the call of the games at 4:30 and 7:30. The 3-2 and walks him. First walk of the inning. Third walk issued by Korger. And now Cameron Weber. Weber flew out in the first, had an RBI double in the third. Good speed over there at first base for Holman. And Mason Palmer. See if he's off in one of the first couple pitches here from Korger. Good, nice big lead over there at first. Doesn't take off. Popped up and out of play behind us. And it's 0-1. Jess Ondell awaits on deck. We play here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 3 runs, 5 hits, and an error for the Chaparrals. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors for Holman so far here today. Right-handed batter's box for Palmer. Misses high to Korger, and it evens it up at 1-1. Gavrilos at third. Palmer at first. See if Mason might be off here. There he goes. Misses low and into the dirt, and Mason Palmer makes his way to second base without even a thought of a throw by Jake Earl. And it's 2-1 now to Cameron Weber. 2 runners in scoring position for Holman, and one of their top hitters at the plate. 2 on, 2 out, 2-1 count to shortstop Cameron Weber. Long look from Korger. Weber in the batter's box looks at a strike, and it evens it up at 2-2. Hunter trying to get out of it here with a run across. The 2-2 coming back. Man, oh man, just missed. Just missed, and it runs full at 3-2. Josh Ondell awaits on deck. That's a beauty of a pitch from Hunter Korger. He's gotten that call a couple times already today. Korger comes set on the payoff. Going to be hit off the end of the bat and fouled back to the screen, and it remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Korger comes set. Long look in to Jake Earl. Gets one that he likes on the 3-2. Going to be blooped into right field. Long run for Huber. It's going to fall in front of him. One will come in and score. They'll send the runner. It's going to be close play, and it is dropped at home plate by Earl. A 2 RBI single from Cameron Weber. And Holman has the lead here in the 4th. They sent Palmer, good speed. The throw was on the mark, just in between hop for Earl. And with that breaking ball that wasn't called strike 3, Cameron Weber takes advantage of his extra opportunity. Now Jess Ondell looks at a ball just outside, and it's 1-0. Austin Byer on deck. Good speed again on the base pass for Holman. High to Ondell, and it's 2-0. There's one in there for a strike to Ondell. Josh 2 for 2 today. Couple of singles for Ondell. Inside, and the count runs 3-1. Doesn't seem to be any action for the Shaps. 3-1. Just missed again. Maybe just a bit low. Korger's not missing by much, and we'll see what Luke Wirtz has in mind here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 4-3 Holman on top. The 8th hitter of the inning, Austin Byer. And see what the consensus is here for Hunter Korger. Just have a little meeting on the mound for the Chaparrals. As there's runners at first and second now with 2 outs. So inning led off with an error by Kurth. Strikeout to Fisher, a double to Cavrillos, ground out to Madel, a walk to Palmer, 2 RBI single from Weber, and now Josh Ondell just walked. Walk number 4 issued by Hunter Korger. The offering home, misses high. 1-0. To Austin Byer, grounded out and reached down a fielder's choice in his 2 at-bats so far today. Long look for Korger. Gets one that he likes to Byer, the 1-0. 2-0 now. Here in the 4th inning. third time through the batting order already for Holman. Weber and Ondell, the base runners. Good speed for the features. Going to be driven into left center field. Long run for Nathan Kromenacher. He's going to track it down and make the catch in the gap to end the fourth inning. 3 runs across, though, for Holman on 2 hits and an error and 2 left. We have played 4 complete. It is Holman 4, Marshfield 3. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Can't find what you want in a new summer ride? Settling for good enough just to have it now? Wait, don't settle. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield have the solution. Custom order. Get exactly what you want by building your customized ride with us, and we'll place a special order with a manufacturer. That means the color you want, the package you need, and the new ride you deserve. Plus parts packages and financing packages with gear included. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield. Don't settle. Get your custom order in today.
Top of the 5th inning we go here in Marshfield. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 due off for the Chaparrals. Isaiah Byral to lead things off. Holman now with a 4-3 lead, and now it's going to be popped up right into center field, and Kevin Cable will make the catch. And there's one away. 1 up and 1 down here in the 5th. Nathan Kromenacher now 2 for 2 today, a double and a 2 RBI single. Fouled off the plate for Nathan. Nobody on and 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Holman scored 3 in the bottom of the 4th to take a 4-3 lead. That's going to be popped up as well. Shallow left field, long run for Palmer. He's going to call off his shortstop, Weber, and make the catch for the second out of the inning. 2 away for Caleb Kromenacher, 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a strikeout for Caleb at the plate.
Center fielder, number 18, Caleb Kromenacher.
Kromenacher, the center fielder for the Chaparrals. Just past 12 o'clock here in Marshfield. Steve Maves alongside Ethan Lecker, bringing you WBA State Tournament action. That was a weird ricochet off of the glove of Gabe Garcia. Called a strike to Kromenacher. No balls and 2 strikes to Caleb Kromenacher. Andrew Fisher has gotten into rhythm here in the last couple innings. The 0-2. Going to be chopped foul near the first base dugout area, and it's remains no balls and 2 strikes. Luke Wirtz awaits on deck. And the 0-2 going to be driven into left center field. Mason Palmer over on it and ends the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We have played 4.5. It is Holman 4, Marshfield 3. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at bottom of the 5th inning. We go for Holman. It'll be Garcia, Cable, and Fisher due up for the features. Andrew Fisher, as mentioned, has really quite settled down nicely the last 2+ innings. Struck out Kurth and Lee to end the 3rd inning. Retired Earl, O'Connell, and Huber on 3 pitches. Retired Byro, Kromenacher, and Kromenacher on 7 pitches. The first offering to Garcia is in there for a strike. 0 for 2 today, Gabe Garcia. One ball and 2 strikes to Gabe Garcia. Kevin Cable on deck. The 1-2 coming back. Misses low and out. 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Halfway through this ball game, we are just past 12 o'clock. Time called right at the last moment for Gabe Garcia. Can appreciate everyone tuning in. We got 3 more games after this one, and then 3 championship games tomorrow, or 2 games to get to a championship, and then the final at about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. 2-2 coming back. Corker shakes off 3. Now it's going to be fouled at the plate and out of play. Two balls and 2 strikes to Gabe Garcia. Korger comes set on the 2-2. Outside and misses for a ball. 2 strikeouts, 4 walks for Korger today. Give up 3 runs in that bottom half of the 3rd inning, or 4th inning, I should say. 3-2 coming back. Going to be lined foul past first. Three balls and 2 strikes. Coming back. Long look out of the windup and time called by Garcia. Next game, Spooner and the Cavaliers. Eau Claire Cavaliers losing last night to Prescott. Prescott, a team to watch out for as well. Korger taking a long time again. The 3-2 coming back. It's going to be lifted up and out of play. Kevin Cable on deck. Again, offensively, the Chaps have struggled the last 2+ innings. And Holman is doing exactly what Marshfield did in the first couple of innings, making Korger throw a lot of pitches. Fisher for Holman threw a lot of pitches in the first couple innings. As many as Hunter has here in the last few. 3-2 and a backwards K, and Garcia goes down via the backwards K. And the first out of the inning here for Holman is the 3rd strikeout of the game for Hunter Korger. Now Kevin Cable, a ground out and reached on an error that started the 4th inning. Reached on an error, stole second base, reached 3rd on a wild pitch, and scored on the double by Cavrillos. And the first one is fouled at the plate, and so on 1. Bottom of the 5th inning here in Marshfield. And the 0-1 coming back. Going to be lined up the middle and into center field for a 1-out single for Kevin Cable, his 2nd time being on base today. And now Andrew Fisher, a walk and a strikeout. Fisher, again, has really settled down today. He's thrown about 10 pitches in the last 2 innings total. Korger fighting off a bee now. We've had them flying up around here. Yeah. First one to Fisher, misses outside. 1-0 to Andrew Fisher. 1-0 coming back. In there for a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. Alex Cavrillos on deck. 1-1 coming back. That's going to be lifted up and out of play right off the end of the bat. And it's 1-2. So this weekend we'll conclude our season of baseball. Throw down to second, and not in time, a stolen base for Cable, his 2nd stolen base of the day. 2-2 now to Andrew Fisher. It's been a long one. We had Chaparrals, we had a lot of Legion, couple of Legion state tournaments in Plover and Anago. And now the state tournament here this weekend. 2-2 coming back. Popped up. Backing up as Kurth then makes the catch in the grass for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 away now for Alex Cavrillos, a pop out.
Third baseman, number 30, Alex Garillo.
Pop out and an RBI double for Alex today. Kevin Cable stands at second base with 2 outs. Long look for Korger. Out of the stretch here for Hunter. Going to be driven into right center field. Long run for Kromenacher. That one's going to get down, cut off by Huber, and another RBI for Alex Cavrillos. And it's 5-3 Holman. Just got it right off the end of the bat, and that will have another conversation here with Luke Wirtz, and Hunter Korger's day will be finished here now into this afternoon. 5 runs across for Holman, and a pitching change coming up for the Marshfield Chaparrals. We'll take a break, come back, and have the pitching change for you here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-3 Holman. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Bobby Pills, a new hurler for Marshfield. We play in the bottom of the 5th inning. Getting a couple extra warm-up pitches here for Bobby. He'll have the number 9 hitter, Caleb Madel, to lead things off. His first hitter that he's going to face. A walk and a ground out for Caleb today. 5-3 Holman. They've scored a single run in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and 1 here in the 5th. As Mason Palmer, the leadoff hitter, is on deck. So Bobby Pills, the new pitcher. Korger goes 4 2/3. Gives up 7 hits. 3 strikeouts, 4 walks. The runner over at third, Cavrillos, is still his, in case he comes in to score. There's a strike into middle, and it's 0-1. So defensive alignment still remains the same for the Shaps, except for the new pitcher. Guess I didn't tape it down well enough. I taped it on the top. I didn't tape it on the bottom. No balls and 2 strikes. Caleb Madel here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pills comes set, trying to work out of this 5th for the Shaps. Kicks and fires. Fouls straight back into the net, and it's 0-2. Remains 0-2. Mason Palmer awaits on deck. Marshfield will have 4, 5, and 6 due up in the top of the 6th inning. As mentioned, Brewers play at 3:05 this afternoon. Packers at 3:25 against the almighty Jets. The 0-2 coming back. Swung on a miss, and Pills gets out of it. Here in the 5th, 1 run across on 2 hits for Holman. We have played 5 complete. It is the Features 5 and the Chaparrals 3. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Top of the 6th inning we go. Luke Wirtz to lead things off for the Chaparrals. It'll be Wirtz, Kurth, and Lee for Marshfield. Still going up against Andrew Fisher, who again had his pitch count raised in the first 3 innings and then just added 10 pitches in for the 4th and 5th innings total. First offering to Wirtz misses high and in. Has retired 8 in a row has Andrew Fisher. The last base runner was Luke Wirtz, had an RBI single, that bloop single to right field. A ball and a strike now to Wirtz. 5-3 Holman. We play in the top of the 6th inning. That's going to be a broken bat. Grounder over to short. And Wirtz is retired on the 6-3 putout. Had that sound to it. And Wirtz is going to have to get a new piece of lumber for his next at-bat. Now Jason Kurth for the Chaps, 0 for 2. A couple of strikeouts today for Jason. First offering to Kurth. Right down the gut for a strike, and 0-1. Jason's got a pretty cool memento from last year's state tournament, broken bat. From the Fighting Fish, signed by the members of the 2020 state tournament championship team. Yeah? Ball and a strike. Fouled straight back, and it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes now to Jason Kurth. In a River Falls team that I don't believe, just looking from what I've been following, I don't think they've lost more than 10 games this year. I believe around 6. The 1-2. That's going to be lined foul and out of play. Remains the ball and 2 strikes to Kurth. One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 away. And out of the glove of Garcia, and it runs even at 2-2. Two coming back. Gonna be chopped over to first, and a nice play over there by Byer. Flips it over to Fisher at first, and there's 2 away. Not much you can do for if you're Jason Kurth on that one. That was a hard hit ball. Nice play by the lanky Austin Byer at first, and flipped it over to Andrew Fisher covering first base. They call that PFP, pitcher's fielding practice. First one to Lee, misses inside. Lee also 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts today. Jake Earl awaits on deck for the Chaparrals. 1-0. Low and away, 2-0. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. And the 2-0 coming back. Missed again, just low. 3-0 to Will Lee. Back to the Chaparral shortstop. And high above his head, and Will Lee will reach on a base on balls. That's the first base runner for the Chaparrals since the RBI single from Wirtz. Fisher had previously retired 10 in a row before that at-bat to Will Lee. And now Jake Earl with the runner at first and 2 outs. Earl today a strikeout and a flyout to center. He was part of that 3-pitch 4th inning from Andrew Fisher. Sean O'Connell awaits on deck. There's one in there for a strike to Jake Earl, and so 1. Lee leads from first. Back just in time at first was Will Lee. No balls and a strike to Jake Earl. The 1 coming back. There goes Lee. No, he's takes a nice little secondary lead, able to get back in time. 1-1 now to Jake Earl. Sean O'Connell waits on deck. 5-3 Holman. We play in the top of the 6th inning. Game 5, day 2 of the WBA state tournament here in Marshfield. The 1-1 coming back. Out of the mitt of Garcia. 2-1 now to Earl. Runner at first and 2 outs for Marshfield. We play here in the top of the 6th. Marshfield, the visiting team, due to the seating, the higher seats. 3-1 now to Jake Earl. He walked Will Lee on 4 pitches. Earl has watched 3 balls. There was a strike in there as well. But 7 of the last 8 pitches have been out of the zone. The 3-1. Going to be lifted up and out of play. Counter runs full now. Will Lee will have a head start on the next pitch from Andrew Fisher. And no changes for Holman. They will take on River Falls later on this afternoon. Speaking of the Fighting Fish, the 3-2. Misses low, and back-to-back walks here in the 6th inning. 2 on now and 2 outs for Marshfield. Sean O'Connell, a single in the third and a fly out in the fourth. Those are his 2 at-bats today. Will Lee leads from second. Now it's going to be a bloop to short and out of the reach of Weber. They're going to send Lee. He's going to come in and score. And down to third goes Earl, and an RBI single from Sean O'Connell. Just out of the reach of Cameron Weber. Lee scored, and Earl goes to third. Good piece of base running there for the Chaparrals. And now coming out is Coach Gilbertson for Holman. 5-4 features here in the top of the 6th inning. Damage done with 2 outs here for the Chaparrals. Meeting continuing. We'll hear from Spectrum Benefit Solutions. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Garrett Huber now for the Chaparrals with 2 on and 2 out. 1 across here again with 2 outs. Huber an RBI or a single in the third and a pop out in the fourth. First offering to Huber. Misses high for a ball. Isaiah Byrell awaits on deck. One ball and no strikes. Kicks and fires home. That one's going to be popped up a mile high. Look out back here. And off the top of the grandstands, and it's 1-1. I'll let you give you a little story in the bottom of the 6th inning. Something that just got finalized yesterday in the sports world of professional sports in the state of Wisconsin. Go through that tell you about that in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1 now to Huber. (5-4) Holman. Opportunity here for the Chaparrals. Get all the damage here with 2 outs. The features pitcher Fisher comes set. Outside, and it runs 3-1. Isaiah Byrell awaits on deck. 3 walks in the inning for Andrew Fisher. 2 walks in the inning. And the 3-1. And walked him. So there's the 3rd walk of the inning, and now the bases are loaded for Isaiah Byrell. Byrell today, fly out, a walk, and a fly out. Flew out in the first, walked in the third, and scored, and flew out in the 5th inning. Now a huge opportunity for the Chaparrals' 3rd baseman, Isaiah Byrell, who looks at a strike on the outside corner. No balls and a strike. Bounces in there. 1-1 now to Byrell. Nathan Kromenacher awaits on deck. Nathan's had a nice day at the plate. It's a nice couple of last 2 or so weeks at the plate. The 1-1 coming back. Andrew Fisher out of the windup. Kicks and fires home. Going to be a high chopper first base side and foul. Fisher a strike away from getting out of the inning. So started the inning off with a ground out by Wirtz, a broken back ground out by Wirtz to short. Kurth grounded out to first. Then a walk to Lee, a walk to Earl, a RBI single to O'Connell, and a walk to Huber. The bases are loaded for the leadoff hitter, Isaiah Byral. The 1-2 coming back. Going to be popped up right field side. Long run for Madel. Foul territory. He's going to track it down. Knee-high catch and makes it to end the 6th inning. A run across for the Shaps on 1 hit and 3 left. We have played 5.5. It is Holman 5, Marshfield 4. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Sixth inning, or bottom of the 6th inning we go here in Marshfield. Holman will have Mason Palmer, Cameron Weber, and Chess Ondell. As again we play here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Palmer today. Ground out, sacrifice bunt, and a walk. First one to Palmer here in the 6th is a ball. So I told you to give you a little update, or not really an update, it's kind of a story per se here in professional sports in the state of Wisconsin. That's going to be popped up, foul territory over on his Wirtz. Earl calls him off and makes the catch. Nice play there by Jake Earl, and there's one away. One up and one down here in the 6th, but it reminded me of it because Jason is wearing a Giannis, Jason Zaleski is wearing a Giannis t-shirt behind us, and Aaron Rodgers obviously bought a little bit of the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis yesterday finishing off a look out back here. Finishing off a deal to be a part owner of the Milwaukee Brewers. And then people are joking that now Christian Yelich is going to have to finish off the trifecta, buy a piece of the Packers, but he can't. Not a plausible situation for Christian Yelich to do because the Packers are not owned by a single entity. And so Christian Yelich will not be able to do his part. There is it's way beyond what might happen here in Wisconsin, but the Arizona Coyotes or Arizona Coyotes or Phoenix Coyotes, whatever. The hockey team in Arizona, which is still kind of goofy to think there's a hockey team in Arizona. 0-2 misses high. But I think the city of Phoenix isn't going to renew the rental wherever they're playing, and we'll see. The 1-2 coming back. That was going to be fouled off and out of play. And there's been goofy talks of see if Wisconsin might want to take a bid at them, but we'll see. The 1-2 coming back. Kicks and fires. Going to be blooped to Kurth at second, and there's 2 away. 2 up and 2 down here in the 6th. And now Jess Ondell, 2 for 2 today. Couple of singles and a walk for Jess. Austin Byer awaits on deck. We play here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Just past 2 hours in this ball game. First pitch this morning was at 10:33. And we play here at 12:38 this afternoon in Marshfield. 1 ball, no strikes to Jess Ondell. Second baseman, Winona State ball player. That one's going to be ripped into left field. Back on it is Nathan Kromenacher, still backing up and makes the running catch nicely about letter high to end the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. First clean inning of the ball game for Marshfield defensively. We have played 6 complete, 5 for Holman. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Hey, it's Dean Blandino, and I'm here to tell you that Zaleski Sports is Wisconsin's hometown high school sports network. Get Wisconsin sports updates every day with Zaleski Sports. That's where I get my Wisconsin sports updates. And listen, while we're here, all right, I'll admit it. Dez caught it, but the Packers won. The end.
Two, 3, and 4, 2 up here for Marshfield in the top of the 7th inning. Evan Gamoka, the new hurler for Holman. And man, oh man, what an outing for Andrew Fisher today. He went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. How many walks do you have? Let's check this out here. 4? Yeah, 3 in the last inning. 4 walks and 6 strikeouts. So 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 4 walks and 6 strikeouts for Andrew Fisher into this afternoon here in the first outing for Holman in the 2021 WBA State Tournament. First offering to Nathan Kromenacher from Evan Gamoka in there for a strike. Breaking ball misses inside. 1-1 to Nathan Kromenacher. Evan Gamoka out of the not even on the roster. I was going to be fouled at the plate. 1-2. Gamoka, a late add-on for Holman here in the state tournament. And the 1-2, fouled back and out of play right behind us here. One ball and 2 strikes to Nathan Kromenacher, the left fielder for Marshfield. We play in the top of the 7th inning. 5-4 Holman. Shaps lost last night 7-3 against River Falls. That one's lined right back and snags it behind him. Did Gamoka, and a nice play there for the first out of the inning. There's a line drive, a little lazy line drive nonetheless, but a nice play by Evan Gamoka, and there's one away. Tough play and a nice one made there by Gamoka on the mound. Caleb Kromenacher today 0 for 3, ground out, strikeout, and a fly out. Breaking ball misses low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Caleb Kromenacher. Luke Wirtz awaits on deck. Can be popped up right field side. Long run. And somehow comes up with it. Does Caleb Madel. It was a awkward angle catch with his glove, but is able to make the catch for the second out of the inning.
First baseman, number 5, Luke Wirtz.
And now Luke Wirtz. Fly out. RBI single and a ground out. New lumber for Luke now. He broke his bat in the last inning on that ground out to shortstop. First one misses high to Luke. One ball and no strikes. Kicks and fires home. Outside, 2-0. Jason Kurth awaits on deck for the Chaparrals. The 2-0 back to Luke Wirtz. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Slow breaking ball for Evan Gamoka. Now it's going to be popped up and out of play. Evens it back up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And appreciate everyone tuning in here this afternoon. Game 5 of the state tournament. Game 1 of the day here today in Marshfield. 2-2. Breaking ball hit sharply to short. Backhanded there by Weber. Across in time. And a nice scoop by Byer to end the top of the 7th inning. Time to get up and stretch here in Marshfield. 7th inning stretch coming up. It is Holman 5, Marshfield 4. You're watching the 2021 WBA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Keep moving ahead with the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Center through July 2nd. Up to $150 in rebates on Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card subject to credit approval. The summer tire event at Sherrill Tire. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.